Everybody, welcome back to my channel, that is Knowledge with Read. So in this video we are going to do the additional question answers of chapter 1, that is The Fun They Had by Isaac Asimov. So let's get started. The first question is, what was on Margie's mind as she sat before her mechanical teacher? The answer is, as Margie sat before the television screen, her mind was on the old kind of schools where kids would go together to their school to be taught by real teachers. They must have had great fun. Question second is, Margie did so with a sigh. What did she do and how? The answer of the second question is, Margie inserted her homework in the proper slot of her mechanical teacher. She did it with a sigh. It revealed her sadness as she thought of good old days when kids would have a great fun in going together to school. Third question is, where was Margie's school? Did she have any classmates? The answer of the third question is, Margie's school was her own room. She had no classmates. The mechanical teacher, that is the computer, taught her in the room. Question fourth is, what subjects did Margie and Tommy learn? Answer of the fourth question is, Margie learned the subjects of geography and mathematics. Tommy learned the subjects of history and mathematics. Question fifth is, what was the condition of the book that Tommy had found? Tommy had found a book. Its condition was very bad. It looked very old. Its pages were yellow and crinkly. It looked funny because the words printed in it stood still. Question 6 is, what was Tommy's view about the real book? Tommy had poor opinion about the real book. He called it a waste. According to him, a book needs to be thrown away once it was read. Their television screen has millions of books on it. Question 7th is, compare and contrast Tommy and Margie. Margie and Tommy both belong to 22nd century. Tommy seems to be contented with the mechanical teacher or teaching, while Margie does not seem to have. Margie is more sensitive than Tommy. So these are the short question answers of chapter 1, The Fun They Had. Now let's get started with the long question answers. Question 1 is, what kind of education system in the future is presented in the story The Fun They Had? Do you find it an ideal one? The answer of this question is, the system of education in the 22nd century will be entirely different from the one the students are having these days. It will replace the present system of education. Every system has its own advantages and disadvantages. Computer education is devoid of fun. Students in a traditional school can learn and play together. Margie thinks of the old schools and feels sad. She thinks studying before the TV screen quite lonesome and boring. To me, an ideal school is one where the latest technological devices are extensively used by a human teacher who can come down to the mental level of a student. Question second is, what does Margie think of the old school? It is from Tommy, who has discovered a real book, that she learns about the old schools. She is surprised to know that the school was in a different, far off building. All the kids from the neighborhood came to it laughing and shouting. In the school, human teachers would teach them the same things, and the children would help one another in their homework. Margie was quite impressed about the old schools, she continued to think of the fun the children would have in the going to and coming from their school, laughing and talking. On the other hand, it seems quite boring for a student like her to sit in their rooms before the mechanical teachers to be tested. She feels sad and lonely as she thinks of the old schools. Question third is, which can be an ideal school? Students studying together in a school building or a mechanical teacher? How do you feel? The answer of the third question is, with the advancement in science and technology, especially computer software, education is undergoing drastic changes. Old order is yielding place to new. The mechanical teacher is going to replace the human teachers who has direct and live contact with the students. The students who learn together in a school building are certainly at an advantage over a student getting monotonous lectures from the mechanical teacher. Margit in this essay longs for such a school where the students had a lot of fun while studying together and sharing one another's problem. To me, an ideal school is one where the latest technological devices are extensively used by a human teacher who can come down to the mental level of a student. Really, a mechanical teacher, a computer can produce an expert but not an individual, but a human teacher can produce an individual as well as an expert. So, in this video, we have done the additional questions of chapter 1, the fun they have of the Beehive textbook. In the next video, we will be going to start with a new chapter, that is the sound of music of Beehive book. It is also a prose. Till then, thank you.